computer. There we go. Okay, so thank you guys for joining this meeting. I just started to record the meeting so we can share this with other team members. Today we're going to be talking about the new and exciting announcement that doTERRA did a couple days ago in regards to a North America Latino Founders Club. And probably the big first questions that everybody has is that, you know, do I need to be Latino or do I need to speak Spanish in order to kind of participate or, you know, take advantage of this amazing opportunity? And the answer is yes and no at the same time. And I will go to the details, okay? So I'm going to share with you some documents that doTERRA has made available. And if you have any questions, just let me know. This is the time to go for it. But in a nutshell, doTERRA is opening up the opportunity for everyone, right? For all of the doTERRA wellness advocates or new upcoming wellness advocates, or to existing customers, because they can also be eligible for, they can upgrade to a wellness advocate to participate in this. So there is, I believe, two different things that we need to go over. Because, for example, I know that you, Maria, you do not speak Spanish, for example, right? A lot of confusion can happen if you don't, you know, like say, for example, in the case of Maria, she doesn't speak Spanish, she's not a goal leader yet or any of that, right? Or maybe you, Ruth, in your case, you speak Spanish, right? You're Latin descendant, but you're not a goal leader. So, right. So both of you can actually benefit from this in different ways. And I'm going to explain that in a minute, okay? So the main topic is, you know, the new opportunities. So, and this means that you guys know that doTERRA was founded about 10 years ago, right? And when doTERRA first started, at the beginning, they have founders positions for the United States. Well, those positions filled out fairly quickly, right? At the beginning of the doTERRA company. So none of those founders positions became available after they were filled when doTERRA started. In doTERRA, around the world, because we still have emerging markets, we still have openings for those countries. For example, in South America, there is new countries where doTERRA is opening up, so they're founding positions within those countries. Each country and region have different requirements, okay? Just like the original founders in the United States have their own requirements in order to qualify and obtain that Founders Club. So in the United States, doTERRA opened up 25 new founders position, okay? And that can be an amazing opportunity because maybe not for you, but for maybe one of your team members, or maybe one of people that you have as a customer, or a potential person that you know can benefit from this, right? So let's say in the example of, I'm going to start with myself, for example, right? So I'm a goal team leader and I speak Spanish. I am from Venezuela, so I qualify in the Spanish speaking, right? And that I am Latin origin. And so that can be a good qualification for this program. However, one big important thing to know is that just because I'm a goal team leader right now, it doesn't mean that I qualify for that to apply. So everybody as of August 1st starts from zero, okay? So one of the qualifications is that you have to build 3 brand new premier legs under you, okay? From scratch, starting on August 1st, and then reach to goal and then fulfill a bunch of other requirements. So Maria asked, well, are you going to go for it? Like, because you already qualified. Well, I don't qualify yet because I have to build 3 brand new premier legs. those three brand new premier legs have to be a person of Spanish speaking, right? That they have to have, you know, and I will share all of the requirements, right? So for example, you, Ruth, that are under Maria, can apply for that to become a founder, right? Because you can get 3 people under you, bring new people that you have not enrolled yet as a wellness advocate, or you can upgrade a customer that fulfill the requirements and start your premier legs with those. So then Maria will benefit in her team, in her volume, right? And she can support you in that endeavor, because you will then go for a founder's position and you will be growing 3 premiers under you, which will rank you to gold, and right, and you can be a qualifying leg for Maria. So does that make more sense now?
That does.
Right? So in my case, it will be the same for Amanda. So I would be looking for 3 brand new people, right, that are right now in my team as a customer that fulfill the requirements of the Latino Founders Club, and start building those teams from there. So maybe it's a person, you know, under you know, one of my teams already, and then that can help the overall volume of that team, will help the overall volume, and most important, it will be awesome to, you know, to qualify people and get people there, right? Yeah. So this opportunity is huge. So you guys know that doTERRA makes they have over 2 billion in sales annually, right? So this will be an opportunity to earn an additional bonus, just if you're selected for the Founders Club, of, I believe, is 0.004 multiply the income of that of that market that they're opening up, okay? Which and for Maria's team, which she has an amazing team in Canada, this is a huge opportunity, because this also not only applies to the United States, but applies to Canada and Puerto Rico. So for example, Mary Ann, or, you know, or Tricia, that have people in Canada, they can have potentially people that are interested in participating in this, that can bring their team growth like to an amazing level, right? So that's where the opportunity is. So I'm gonna go ahead and share with you. Do you guys have any questions so far?
Anita, I just wanted to add that what I love about this is it's a total win-win. It doesn't have to be a one or you know, an either or. So you can go for founder, and you can also be recruiting leaders that are also going for founder, and you guys can all get it together. So it's awesome that we have our own chance of getting it. You know, every single one of us starts from the same place. I love that nobody has an advantage here. So like Onita said, we all get to start from the same place, which it doesn't matter your rank or how long you've been doing this. A brand new person starting can get involved. The person who's been doing doTERRA for 10 years can be involved. Everyone has the same qualifications and requirements to do it. And it is, like you said, Onita, it is very exciting, and it is a great opportunity for so many reasons. Yeah, I'm excited about it.
Yeah, I'm excited about too. So here I'm gonna share some things. So doTERRA released some information about it. So if you know, and so the first thing that I would recommend is to start thinking about who you can invite to this. So look at your back office, look at all your customers, okay, and even wellness advocates that are already enrolled. So obviously the customers can apply themselves to be founders if they upgrade to become a wellness advocate, but only if they upgrade on August 1st or after August 1st. Don't upgrade them before, because then they will not be qualified. Any wellness advocate that you have already in your team, again, just like you can look down to see who they have in their team already or who they know. And so let me give you this is share. I'm going to share the screen And for those of you who are joining over the phone, I'll just go over so you can see. Oh, this is the frequently asked questions. So I wanted to share some other document. Hold on. Okay, so that's Founders Club Spanish. I think it's this one. Okay, so they release for some reason is. Can you guys? What do you guys see on the screen? The NAL frequently asked questions.
Letter of intent.
The letter. Okay, so that's the one I wanted. Hold on a second.
And I printed one up. I have one in front of me.
Yeah, I have it printed too, but I wanted you guys to see it. Okay, so the letter of intent, you can fill that out. You know, if you have, you know, read what the qualifications are, right? Or you can fill this out when you reach that qualification. Is that right, Amanda?
Right. Yep.
So,
but it's better if you do it if you're intending to go. You know, if you're intending to do this, you know, get your letter in soon so that they know to keep in contact with you, and they'll let you know the stats, like how many founders positions have been filled, how many are still available. You definitely can't reach it without this letter of intent, so the sooner the better. But let's say that you don't ever do one of these, and then you find yourself like, oh, I think I'm going to qualify for this. Just get your letter in at any time.
Correct. So the letter is in English and in Spanish.
Mm-hmm.
And I will share this with you if I haven't. I don't think I sent that in the original email. I didn't want to overwhelm you guys, and we were actually waiting for this to come out. So, you know, all the details are there. So I love that you can even set your intent in even before you reach the goals, which is great, right? Because it's a letter of intent. I'm saying that I'm going to go for it, and then you know you do the steps to do that. Let's see, what was the other document? So I have that printed. Let me check. There's also a frequently asked question, both in English and Spanish. So I will send that out to you guys. And again, it goes from like, what are the requirements for me to be able to be recognized as a founder besides the volume? What do I have to receive? You know, what do I have to do to receive the bonus? What is the pre-qualifications? You know, can I lose my spot as a founder and why? So it goes through all of the possible questions that you can think about it. And those are in English and Spanish, so you can share that with people that might be interested in the idea. So to give you an idea of what I have done, I have these friends that are Hispanic, you know, speaking, they live in Florida. And I have casually shared with them the business opportunity, and they have told me in the past that they're not interested at the moment. However, I reached them back once I received the news, and I said, listen, I know I have shared with you the business opportunity before, and it wasn't right at the right time. Well, I wanted to share this new opportunity that doTERRA is now offering that you will be able to qualify for. And they said, yes, we're interested, you know, send me the information. And yes. So I want you to start thinking about this. Maybe some people that, you know, might qualify, that you maybe perhaps talked to them before and they were not ready for, or not, right? Or not open to the possibility. But now that you guys can be open, you know, that they might be open to. Anybody, just start thinking, who do you know who qualify, or even in your team, like maybe Marianne or Trisha have Spanish-speaking people in Canada that will qualify. Hi, Marianne. Thanks for joining. Can you hear us? Hi, Marianne. Can you hear us?
Yes, I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, perfect. Thank you so much for joining. We are recording this, and we're going to be posting this in Maria's website on her business Facebook group, so you guys can listen to it. But basically, to recap, since you just joined, doTERRA just offered the opportunity to everyone to join Founders Club for doTERRA, and that is a huge opportunity. This was closed in the US because these positions filled out at the beginning of doTERRA's life. So about, 10 years ago when they started, but they opened up 25 new positions to be founders And you can be either in Canada, US, or Puerto Rico for the Latino market. So Maria had really great questions, and I'm sure you probably have some similar questions to her. Well, like, for example, I don't speak Spanish. I don't qualify for this, right? Or why am I included in this meeting? And the reason we're inviting everyone to join is because this is an opportunity for everyone, and it's a win-win for either you or somebody in your team that can qualify for this. So if you know anybody who speaks Spanish or is Spanish descendant, and that is not already a wellness advocate, or maybe is a customer, right? They can all qualify as of August 1st, okay? And everybody starts from zero. So you don't have to be a gold. You don't have to be a wellness advocate, but to be able to qualify for it. Everybody's qualification is from zero. It starts on August 1st. So I'm going to be sharing via email, and we'll post it on the group. There's a few things that doTERRA released to give you information on what the qualifications are and how you can apply and all of that. So there's a letter of intent in English and Spanish that I will share. And there's also a frequently asked questions, both in English and Spanish, that has all of the details on how to go about it. Okay. But this is a tremendous opportunity for you. For example, if you have somebody that wants to go for it in your team, they will qualify you, right, for whatever rank you're going for. They will add volume to your team, and you can work together with that person to help them reach that rank, right?
Onita, I also love how, sometimes I run into people who say, oh, well, I can't be successful at this because I didn't get in at the beginning. And so for people, first of all, I don't agree with that. But if they do have that type of mindset, they might like hearing about this opportunity, because this is a brand new opportunity that, that there's huge potential here for them to make a difference for themselves and the kind of paycheck that they're looking for too.
Okay.
So Ruth, you are a great candidate for this. And if you decide to go for it, you have my full support. I know that Amanda and Maria probably will support you 100%.
Yes.
And again, if anybody in the team, Maria, if you find someone that wants to go for it, like Ruth, totally, we work together to get this going. I have a few people in my team already that, for example, I have one person that is Hispanic speaking, she's already a wellness advocate. She cannot qualify me as one of the 3 legs that they ask for requirements, but I will be happy to support her if she wants to go for the founder's position, right? Because she can go for it and she can find herself 3 premiers, or she can, work with 3 people and bring them to premier to qualify for that. So I will have to start from zero like everybody else. I will have to build a brand new team and reach goal with 3 premiers that are Hispanic speaking. And they can be anywhere. They can be in the US, in Canada, or in Puerto Rico, and I can have them anywhere in my team in order for them to qualify me.
Okay, so you can't use people that you currently have. You have to find 3 new people.
So you can use if you have a customer already enrolled as a customer, they can qualify if they upgrade on August 1st or after as a wellness advocate. That's the only one that can count. If you have already a wellness advocate enrolled and they're Spanish speaking, they cannot qualify you as one of those premier legs, but they can apply for the position as founders. And that will help you, Marianne, on your volume, because that can be one of the qualifying legs for you for rank and everything. So that's the beauty about it.
Right. Okay.
But yeah, it does need to be like you're looking for kind of new people mostly.
Yes.
And those new people that come after August 1st can be wellness advocates or wholesale customers.
Yes.
Okay.
So qualification.
I think doTERRA.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead.
So
I was just going to say, doTERRA sees a huge need here in the Latina community for oils. We really have this huge market that we haven't tapped into as much as we can. So that's why they created this.
Do you guys have any questions?
I don't think so. I'm curious. I'm eager to see the things that you have to post, like the frequently asked questions and all
Okay,
those.
perfect. I will do that. I will go ahead and do that. So again, the market is huge, guys. You know, Latinos are the largest minority in the United States. Obviously, Puerto Rico, they're all, you know, Hispanic speaking. I don't know what the percentage is in Canada, but I do know that Canada sales and volume was the faster growing market for doTERRA, even at some months surpassed the doTERRA sales, or like the percentage of increase. So Canada is hot, and so and you know, there is a lot of obviously Hispanic speaking people in Canada as well. So I'm excited about this, guys. Thank you so much for joining. If you don't have any more, go ahead.
I have a question. So what you're going to post, does that kind of explain like what the term Founders Club means, why somebody would want to do this? Like I've never heard this term before, so I don't even know at all what it means, what it refers to, or anything.
Okay.
And I'm just in my team, I do have a couple people formerly from Mexico who, I mean, they're not doing the business right now, but if I were to approach them and try to explain the opportunity to them, I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Okay, so Founders Club is something that doTERRA has in every single country. So when doTERRA opens up a market, you have the opportunity at the beginning to be a part of that business, if you will. You're almost like a business partner with doTERRA, differently than just being a wellness advocate. So that gives you, when you are a Founders Club, you can earn additional income just in addition to being a wellness advocate. So when you're a founder in doTERRA for that country, you get a percentage of the overall sales of that country. So for people that were founders in the United States when doTERRA started 10 years ago, they get a percentage of the sales for the United States a year. And that can be, that's an average probably of $500,000 a year as a bonus, a one-time bonus or more for the current US founders. That can be people like Ruth, people like me, people under your team. And if you have somebody with that intent, it can be huge because you, Marianne, as their leader, can benefit from your uni-level pay and rank from that founder. Right. Okay, so maybe you don't get the big paycheck, but maybe, like say an example for Maria, maybe Maria doesn't get that big bonus a year, but Ruth will. And by Ruth being successful, Maria can be very successful as well, and so forth. Right. So it's an amazing opportunity, even for people that you know, that can help their lives, right? What an amazing opportunity for us to share with people. So that's what founders, and so each country has founders position. Some of them are already closed because the market has already started, right? And others are still open.
Okay.
How many founders are in Canada? Do you know?
There is
Ann Peters is a founder in Canada. And just to tell you, like some of the U.S. founders, Laura Jacobs, Colin Kelly, the Goddards, like in my upline, I have 3 founders. And Laura told me her founder's check, it comes once a year. I mean, it's over $100,000. And that was a long time ago that told me that. Like, it's huge.
Right.
Yeah, it's huge. So I'm looking at, I actually am meeting with a person from Paris, France. That's one of the reasons I'm in Chicago. And I actually have print out well, this one is for Europe. So, but you know, but to give you an idea that, you know, each country basically, Marianne, has different number of founders positions. So we can look at which ones are open for Canada, okay? Because I don't have it printed in front of me, but that is posted on the doTERRA website. It probably is under your Canadian website as well, okay?
Once the positions are set, though, they're set. It's not
Correct. So yeah,
for it because it's done, right?
yeah. So to give you an idea, for this text is super tiny, so I'm trying to look it up. Let's see. Usually what I see on other countries that have opening for founders is maybe 5, 7, some of them have 10 positions open, and they're opening up 25 in the United States. So that's pretty good. Like then Netherlands has 7, Italy has 15, Ireland has 5, Germany has 17, just to give you an idea. So each country is different, okay?
Yeah, and some of those countries, they need to get to platinum or diamond in order to be a founder. So,
Right.
yeah.
I have a question, Anita.
Go ahead.
And maybe you'll have the answer later. I don't know. As for the new advocates or the new representatives that are going to be from here, do they have to have an account open that says Spanish as a dominant language?
Yeah, so all the details. So when you enroll the person, you have to enroll them and follow the process in Spanish, with Spanish as the preferred language. And they always have to keep their back office in Spanish. If you have a customer right now that is bilingual and they enroll and you have the back office in English, you can send an email to the person who is in charge of the Founders Club in for the Latino market, and you can request that the back office be changed to Spanish and count as, because that's one of the big requirements they have. I would imagine they want people to be able to read and speak, you know, Spanish, and they want to be able to expand that market that way with the language.
Okay.
So there are, you know, you can ask. I always, you know, I don't let that stop me for anything. You can always ask for exceptions, and doTERRA is very open to that. All right, any other questions? No? Okay. All right, so well, thank you guys for joining the meeting. I will send out the information via email. Look for 4 different attachments. They're gonna be both in English and Spanish. So again, start thinking about, make a list of all of your current customers, all of your current wellness advocates. I would even send out a blast to share with everybody, because you never know who they know that might be able to qualify for that, or wanna maybe ask other friends or family to become wellness advocates for doTERRA and take advantage of that opportunity. Also look for people that are influencers, big influencers. Maybe they know they have a large community of Spanish speaking, that, or you just, you know, you can look for a large community, but you need 3 key people. So you need 3 key people to qualify you for that premiere, okay? Or maybe just 1 that goes for it, and then they get people under them. All right, well, thank you so much. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me via email, text, or call me, and I will post the info on the group. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.